Welcome to F1_BLOGGS. Today, we're diving into the latest developments in the thrilling world of Formula One, particularly focusing on the intense rivalry between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen following the Mexican Grand Prix. As the championship race heats up, tensions are flaring, and Norris has publicly expressed his frustrations regarding Verstappen's aggressive driving tactics, which have led to some controversial incidents on the track. During the Mexican Grand Prix, Lando Norris managed to cut Verstappen's lead in the championship by 10 crucial points, but he still finds himself trailing the Dutch driver by a significant 47 points overall. With a total of 120 points still available in the upcoming races in Brazil, Las Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi, every single point is vital as the season approaches its climax. The Mexico race was particularly pivotal, as it featured not one, but two penalties for Verstappen, each adding 10 seconds to his race time. These penalties were the result of his aggressive maneuvers that forced Norris off the track, raising serious questions about the fairness of Verstappen's racing style. The first incident occurred at turn 4, where Verstappen, in his usual high-octane fashion, pushed Norris wide, leaving him with no option but to leave the track to avoid a collision. This was not an isolated incident. It mirrored a previous week's race in Austin, where Norris had received a 5-second penalty for a similar aggressive driving move. It appears that the race stewards and the drivers themselves are starting to develop a shared understanding regarding acceptable conduct on the track, particularly in terms of overtaking and defending positions. Verstappen's second penalty came during the same lap when he attempted to overtake Norris again, forcing him off the track at turn 7. Following the race, Norris did not shy away from voicing his criticisms regarding Verstappen's behavior. He stated, "I don't have much to say, what happened explains itself. I did everything that is allowed within the rules and guidelines, but he didn't. Then he received penalties for that." Norris's comments reflect a growing frustration among drivers who feel that Verstappen's tactics often push the limits of what is deemed acceptable in racing. In a sport where respect and sportsmanship are crucial, Norris emphasized his desire for a clean fight. "I always expect a hard fight against Max. He doesn't care about being first or second, and his only goal is to beat me in every race. He will sacrifice to do that, as he did this time. But I want to have good battles with him, hard, but clean. I think this time it wasn't clean." His comments signal a broader sentiment among drivers that while aggressive racing is part of the sport, it should not come at the cost of safety and respect on the track. When asked whether he felt Verstappen was more aggressive this time compared to their previous encounters, particularly in Austin, Norris replied candidly, "Probably yes." This acknowledgement of Verstappen's increasingly aggressive style indicates that the rivalry is not just about points but also about how the drivers conduct themselves on the track. Norris went on to express his frustration about the challenges of racing against someone who consistently engages in risky maneuvers. "I had to avoid collisions, and that's not what I expect to do in a race," he noted. Norris's statements also shed light on the psychological aspect of racing, especially considering Verstappen's current position in the championship standings. "He's in a dominant position in the championship, has a lot of advantages, and nothing to lose, even though many people see it the other way around," Norris explained. This perspective illustrates how the pressure of the championship can lead to varying approaches among drivers. While Verstappen may feel emboldened to push boundaries, Norris is aware of the risks involved in trying to challenge such a dominant competitor. Reflecting on the encounters they've had throughout the season, Norris recalled the contentious moments from both the Red Bull Ring and Circuit of the Americas. He maintained that he felt wronged in both situations, stating, "In Austria, no one should have been penalized. And in Austin, no one should have been penalized. We both did things wrong. I felt compelled to do it, I would say, and most people and drivers think the same way. There is a common consensus that what happened in Austin wasn't correct, nor the result that came out of it." As the championship race continues, Norris finds himself in a challenging position, sitting 47 points behind Verstappen, but he remains optimistic. "Although I'm 47 points behind, I'm not much closer than before, but every point helps," he asserted. This sentiment is crucial as the series moves forward, emphasizing that while the points gap may seem significant, Norris is not ready to concede just yet. With the remaining races presenting plenty of opportunities for both drivers to earn points, the pressure is certainly on as they head into the final stretch of the season. The rivalry between Norris and Verstappen is emblematic of a broader narrative within Formula One, where the competition is fierce, and the stakes are incredibly high. As fans, we can expect even more intense racing, potential controversies, and a deeper exploration of what it means to compete at the highest level of motorsport. The dynamics between these two drivers will not only shape the outcome of the championship but will also set the stage for future encounters, as both are likely to continue pushing each other to their limits. As we look forward to the upcoming races, the anticipation is palpable. Will Norris be able to close the gap on Verstappen? How will the ongoing tensions affect their racing strategies? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain: this season has been filled with dramatic moments, and we can expect even more as we head toward the final races of the year. Thank you for tuning in to F1_BLOGGS. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis of the ongoing rivalry between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more insights, updates, and coverage from the electrifying world of Formula One. Don't miss out on any of the thrilling action as the season unfolds.